Hello, Hound. There's dashing about again. Right, we've got Bob doing... Careful, he almost ran me over that time. We've got Bob doing field 2. I'm about to go and start seeding. I hooked up the seeder, but I've still got to go and fill it up. So, you'll be alright on your own, will you, Hound? And he's thinking about it. You can see, look, he's not certain, but we better leave him to it. Oh, welcome back to Blickling. I have pulled some of these seed out just to make it easy because I do need to refill the seeder. If I can remember where I put it. I know it's with the tractor. I think they must have left it up there. Yeah, I'm terrible at this, remembering what I've done with things. I put my toys away at the end of the day, but I never remember where I put them. Ah, there we are. Well, I'm hoping this will pull this okay. We've got the awkward one to get to. We've 4 we've got to try and get to. That's not the easiest one. And we're putting spring wheat in. As you know, I've got to sort out what I'm putting where. And I've got it on my notebook, so I just got to remember to read my book before I start each day. The idea is in this early spring we're going to put 2 crops in, 2 fields done, 2 in mid and the balance in late spring. Except, of course, anything what we've already got growing now, but they will go down to oilseed radish anyway. Right, let's just fill up. I'm probably have to go and buy more seed, thinking about it. Yeah, which I often do. Not certain what we got going into 2, but I'm not going to bother to stop and look now. I just know that in 4, which is where we're off to, and that should be fun, me doing this in front of the public. Well, that's done. We're loaded up. Let's go and fight the traffic to get to 4. I think we're going. Yeah, we'll go out the back way. At least the first bit we won't hit traffic until we come to the junction near the bakery. Now I am thinking of getting rid of that and getting an underground tank put in to hold me excess slurry. It's a good idea at the time, but don't think that's going to work. Alright, let's have a look. There's nothing coming. There shouldn't be along here. I'm about the only person to use this road. Just put it up a gear. Must be able to knock them down a few gears when we start work. I'm going to go through, as I said, I'm going to cultivate all the fields. I prefer cultivate rather than direct drill. I will direct drill the radish, you know. I can't quite see the sense in spending too much time to put that in. And I'm hoping I can save a bit of money next year on using radish, slurry and manure. I'll just drop it down. So arrange now as we're coming up to the junction. Nice of council to look after us by putting lights on all the junctions, even on these smaller roads. Don't think I want to go too fast down here. This is very rough, this road. I think all they did was tarmacked over top, straight over top of the mud. This was an old gravel track a few years ago, and I don't think they bothered to do anything more than just shove some tarmac on the top. You look at the surface and see how it's cracked. Some people say I'm cracked. But the farmer nowadays, I think you have to be a little bit odd. There we are, Sunshine Bakery. I'm hoping there's nothing coming because I can't see it, quite blind there, and the mirror gets in the way when you're turning it out. The other burger house is still ablaze. Alright, here we are, there's the field, all ready for us. Drop it down another. Okay, I better wait for this to come past. Oh dear, and we just hit the rush hour by the looks of it. I'm going to do a couple up and downs before we really start on it. Oh. Yeah, we should be alright like that. Let's unfold and see how it looks. Just want to get a couple of passes done either end. Modern thought is it doesn't matter so much if you run over the seed, except you will compact the ground a bit. Well, I don't want you to move forward, just wait. Yeah, it looks like we're on. Alright, switch her on, and away we go. Whoa, jeez. I don't know if this is going to be man enough to pull this. Should be okay. Let's just that should do it. That's better. Just needs a bit of help. Hopefully B range should be the correct range for this. One of those jobs not as satisfying I find as mowing grass, which can be all harvesting. Harvesting I really enjoy. I think it might be something to do with the fact when you harvest you'll soon be getting some money in. Just trying to get right to the end and lift it up. You hear the beep there, that's my auto system informing me that the seeder is not down. We've basically got that so that we know when we're seeding. Now I'm going to just put the brake on. I'm going to get my good friend GPS up. This should be the straight edge. We just go slightly over it. That looks about right. Check there's no offset. There isn't. 6 meter, that's correct. Pull it in on there. Let's start running. Take the handbrake off. Now drop the cedar in and away we go. And just as soon as we stop, because we have game saves. Makes it look bad then. I wouldn't want to do was it 9, I think it is, with a bad slope on it. I'd have to go across the slope, I think, to use this on there. We used to have a 9-metre cedar. You can imagine trying to put up with this. I think it might be a job once Bob has done all the cultivating for him to do the seeding. I might take over doing the cultivating and then he can do the seeding. But I'll hear the pheasant there. There it is, over there somewhere. Eating the neighbour's crop. Interesting pheasants. They're a flaming pest for a farmer. We're not allowed to shoot them because they're game birds. Eat more than pigeons ever will. Yeah, I go a bit quiet this time, it is because I'm, even with the GPS on, I'm concentrating, trying to do as good a job as possible for you good folks. I think I will need to do one end here as well. Oh, there's Bob, look, there he is. Busy. I think that's as far as we're going to get. Now, us British was our, we must use all the field. Does cause a food headaches at times like this. I think we'll be alright there. Let's drop it in again. I think we actually want a range just between A and B. B is about right now. It's done a nice 7 mile an hour coming down here, which is acceptable. Yes, I'm not fully on the field here because I am seeing a bit to one side. Look, it won't grow there. Yes, I know it would in real life, but bear with me, it won't grow there. I'm going to do this edge here. This is going to be a funny edge to do because it's a odd shape. This is the odd shape part of the field now. I think we are just as far as we're going to get. We'll go a bit further if we can. Nose right into the hedge here, I fear. Yeah, that's what we'll have to do. Let's go back and now try and turn here. I'm not going to put it on GPS for this. So I'm going to have to try and back into the corner here. And you know, I'm not reversing. You notice I'm going very slow doing this. Any slower and I'd be stopped, right. I think we'll try there. What harm can we do here? Bit of wheel spin as we get away. We are running. I was going to say 4-wheel drive, but I prefer to call all-wheel drive because some 6-wheel material vehicles also have it. Now I'm not going to bother to do along this bit. We're just going to get it here and lift it again and take it through to the end there, right. Now, while I've got this paper on here, I have been able to forget all about it and do a full pass and realise I didn't have the cedar down. Yes, I am that man. And what I'll do is I'll do, well, half hour whilst you're here on this, then we go, and I'll finish it off in my own time. Oh look, we missed a bit there. Well, that's hard luck there. It's gonna have to stay missed, I fear. No, we should get that when we do the edge here. Just got to do along here, and I'm hoping that I will have enough done. This is a horrible thought. I did put, yeah, I put wheat seed in here. I have to go and get some more seed, I reckon, because I don't think this is gonna last us all our fields. I think you have another visit on early spring once we just finish off the early spring work, which is basically the other, what other field is really must probably be 2. Lift. Get myself roughly lined up to it. Can't see it behind us. Line. That'll do. Well, no. Over here, that's it. And away we go again. Will probably be the only field I actually seed myself. It's more a case of why have a dog and bark yourself? Bob is that dog. He may not like being called a dog, but we need things done efficiently, and I think he's a bit more efficient on his work than I am. Hello, he's slipping. I wonder if we've been caught out by the wet conditions. Well, we'll get to the end here and we'll go and have a look. Might not have the diff locks in. We'll have to just find out. Oh, no, he's away again though. I think it's almost done. No, I don't think he's got a lot left there, but looks at where he is. He's a good lad. Oh, you may be interested. The land him and his father used to sell that was taken over by that big company. Just to fill you in on that, you might remember that he's working for us because him and his dad were smallholders. And they had land that a big company wanted, a big farming company wanted. And the company made things rather awkward for them. Well, there's the hard work gone up this way. Set of wide tyres and wheel weights might not be a miss for this one, for this sort of work. As you see, the auto gear change is swapping between 3 and 4, 3rd and 4th. There isn't a happy medium here. Oh, wait, Bob's finished that one. I think we've got him. He'll be doing one next. We'll get him to just to go over the lot. Well, I might take over and do one, and he can. Once I've done this one, and he can take over doing this. Oh, I want to drive the JCB again. I haven't driven that for a while. Certainly not since Bob's been here. Should do it. This has got a very good turn and circle. Very good. Oh, we're getting it done, we're getting through it. Have to go over, I think what we'll have to just put some, I think we'll put some granular fertiliser on as soon as this is done, or we could wait until the first grub stage and just weed at that one. Will probably give us our final fertilising level, and cheaply. Because I remember right, we are on 2 levels on this one, 2 levels of fertilising, so I think for the third we'll, to save money, and that's the system I'll be using. I will be, where possible, leaving straw on. I can't because I need some straw, but where possible, be leaving straw on them. And that give us 1. 2 will then be oilseed radish. And 3 will, yeah, you can get one of that. And 3 will be weeding. Well, it's not too bad. We've got to have bits missing. We always do whenever I do anything. Or areas where we missed. The trouble at this end, I really could do is put another. In fact, I think I will. I just go and. Well. Drop this in again. Look like he's slipping again down there. There's a wire again anyway. Just put another couple of strips in this end. I can then about turn this end as well as the other. We might as well go along and do another strip along the bottom here. Let's level it up a bit more. Don't want to do trimming here because I've already run over the ends a lot, which means we're gonna slightly less crop at the ends of the fields, but at the moment I'm not gonna worry about that too much. More a case of just getting the stuff in the ground at the moment. See 1 or 2 places there that were missed with the cultivator, but not that many. Oh, we missed a bit. Missed a bit there as the seeder. At least this will prepare the land for the seed. We'll cultivate it a bit. This particular seeder is a direct drill. Oops. Right, let's see. So we can go along this line until we get to the point where we run out of field. And we'll put another strip in the other end. That gives us plenty of room to turn around. So what we might do is keep this down there and just trickle along the end there. Not the correct way of seeding, but there. At least while I'm doing this, I haven't got the radio on, so I'm not listening to the Brexit debates and the Tory party leadership shenanigans. Which is one thing to be grateful for. So if I can get right through to the end here and just do a bit of mist. Do some of this on mist here. Alright, we'll lift that up now because it's better. We got it. By George, sir, we got it. Now back. Should we drop this down a couple of gears before we try this? But there, can't have everything. I should use the ridge markers just when I'm not using GPS on these ends. We'll waste a bit of seed. I already used about 20% of this seed in there anyway. I will have to get some more. As you notice, we've got 77,000. I'm not paying off any of the debt this year. That's all coming out of this. Well, it will probably come out of this year's harvest. But until then, whatever we make, I'm going to reinvest in more cattle. And we will be doing that once we've got the field sown, and I think that's 10 and 11 have been harvested. We will go and get some more cattle. Now it should be straightforward. Seeing bits on mist, and I hope Bob doesn't notice them. Nothing worse than me going and say, "Hey Bob, you missed a bit," and then he comes back and takes a look at where I've been and says, "You missed a hell of a lot more than I did." This thing doesn't use that much juice, I'm glad to say. It's done 2 hours now, it's done. I can't see where the. Oh, yeah, it's done 6.2 hours now. I haven't used a quarter of a tank yet. Right, we'll do one more pass, then I'm going to finish off this time. That's how I'll finish this up off screen, and when you come back next time, I think it'll be field 2 will be the one to seed next. And I'm not, off the top of my head, I can't remember what I said of putting in there. Right, so it's thank you very much for watching. If you like what you saw, please consider leaving a like. I don't really want to thumbs up. If you like this, So give it a like. If you're not a subscriber, feel free to subscribe. Always happy to have new people aboard. And yes, this is Farming Sim 17, but I'm using this because it's got one of my favourite all-time maps on, Blickling. Second only, in my opinion, to Old Ridge. I do like British maps, which are a little bit of a challenge. It's also got seasons, as I said, and more realistic on, although 19 has some more realistic built in. But not seasons, but the Realismus guys are working on seasons at the moment. It should be out, I would have thought, fairly soon though. I'm hoping anyway. I haven't got any inside info. Any comments, questions, queries, suggestions, feel free to post them in the comments section. I read everyone, I try and reply to everyone. And with that, it's me saying cheerio for now. Cheerio.